Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Abhinav. In this video we are going to talk about the problem B of Google Kickstart Round F 2021. So maybe there is some background noise because there is some problem with my mic. Please ignore that. And so this problem is partially passed. You can check that my first test case is passed and second test case is showing me memory limit exceeded error. Okay, so this is what it is showing. So I will discuss my approach through which I have you can say I have passed my test case first, and if whenever I will able to solve the second test case also, I will update that code in the description box. You can check it. Basically it is a memory limit exceeded. So in that case actually I am taking some approach, and the approach can be more better. So I am not taking the best approach. So I will try to, you can say, get a more exact logic for this problem, but currently I will explain you this problem. So basically what is given here is there is a festival. Okay, so there is a festival in which which lasts for D days, numbered from 1 to D. There are n attractions at the festival. There are n attractions, and every attraction has its happiness rating, happiness value. So it is given that and that a particular attraction has available from day SI to day EI. Okay, fine. So your plan is to one or two attend a festival. So I have to attend a festival, and on any one of that day, and that particular day you have to just choose k attractions to ride. Okay, ride, you can say I have to just write k attractions, and I have to find my total happiness. So I have to make my total happiness maximum. So on which day I should have to go to that festival so that my happiness is maximum, and I have to output my maximum total happiness. Fine. Okay, so this is the particular statement. So what we will do, we will just follow the, you can say, the brute force method. So in which what we will do is so let's go towards the whiteboard. Okay, so this is the whiteboard. So basically what I am doing is that there are D days. Fine. So I have created a vector of vectors. Okay, so what I am saying with vector of vectors. Okay, so vector of vectors, you can say that it is int. Okay, so I am making a vector of vector v. So basically what it is, and this is of size d. So I am making a vector of vector d, and what I am storing is, so now I have some vectors. You can say I have v0, then I have v1, then I have v2, up to I have v d minus 1. This is what we have. Fine. Okay, so and these are vector of vectors, means each vector has a vector inside it. Okay, fine. So basically the vector, so vi itself is a vector, means v0 itself is a vector. So basically what v0 is storing is, v0 is storing the number of the happiness of rides on that day, the happiness of ride on that day. For example on 0th day, for example, there are you can say that there are 3 rides. The first one is of happiness 100. Okay, the second one is of happiness 200. The third one is of happiness 300. So we have 3 rides. Fine. Okay, so now what we let's say this ride is, and the value of d is 5. There are 5 days festival. The first ride is available from day 2 to day 4. The second ride is available from day 3 to day 5, and the first ride is available from day 1 to day 3. And I have to find, and the value of k is equal to 2. means we can write up to only 2 writes. Okay, so this is what we are doing in this question. Okay, so it is v0. So here we will have, you can say, the 5 values. It is v0, v1. Now we will have v2, then v3, then v4. Sorry, then v4. Okay, this is what we are having here. In v1, what we will store is that what are the happiness values in the day 1. So in day 1 you can see only the value, the you can say the function or the ride with happiness 300 is available in the day 1. So here I have only stored 300. Okay, for day 1, so it is for day 1. For day 2, v1 means it is day 2, it is 0 biased. Okay, so for day 2, this 100 ride is available, only this 100 ride, and this 300 ride is also available. So for day 2 I will store 300 comma 200. Okay, fine. So now let's talk about the day 3. So for day 3 you can see that this ride is also available, this ride is also available, and this ride is also available. So all the 3 rides are available. Fine. For day 4, only this and this ride is available, this is not available. So the value is this. And for day 5, only this 200 ride is available. Okay, now we have to solve this in the descending order. So this is already solved in descending order, these vectors. Okay, now what we will do is we will make the first 2, we will sum the first 2 happiness, because we have to just write maximum of 2 rides. So for v is equal to 0, the sum of first 2 rides is, and here it is only 1 ride, so the sum will be 300. Here the sum will be of first 2 ride is equal to 500. Here the sum will be 500. Here the sum will be 300, and here there is only 1 ride, the sum will be 200. Then we will find the maximum sum. So the maximum sum is 500. There is no sum more than 500. So the answer will be 500. This is the basically a brute force solution for this question. The answer is 500. So now we will understand the, you can say, the code part. So this is my code, you can see here, this is the code. So I have first inputted the d and n and k. Now I have created a vector with the size d. Now I have inputted all the, you can say, for example, h, s and d. So this particular happiness is available for s to e. So I have pushed back this happiness in all the vectors from s to e. Okay, fine. Now what I am doing is a solve function. In this function I am inputting a vector, then I am solving this, then I am finding the sum of the first k happiness, and I have to first solve this to find the greater happiness first, and then I am basically in sum. What I am storing is I am adding the first k largest happiness, and then I am you can say returning sum, and then I am finding the maximum of all the sums, then I am returning answers. You can see that this is the test case which is given to us, and if I will run it, this is passed, and also my answer is also passed. As you can see that in my code in my Google Kickstart portal, that my first test case is passed, and but the second one is showing the memory limit exceeded, and you can see that this one is passed here. So fine. So I hope you understand this solution. If you have any doubt, you can comment it down, or you can also join a Telegram, you can ask it there also. You can subscribe for channel for competitive programming content. Thank you for watching the video. You can subscribe us for Codeforces, CodeChef, Lead Code, HackerRank, HackerEarth, AdCoder, Kickstart, CodeJam, Facebook Hacker Cup, etc. All the solutions of all the competitive programming contests are available here. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. Thank you. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Comment down. Share the video. Thank you.